Hello, my name is Tally and I'm doing a reading for the sign of Pisces. So welcome Pisces. Hopefully you're having a good day the day you come across this video. I'm just pulling your cards here to see what message we have for you today, Pisces. Oh, okay. And I'm looking for two more cards. So far, all your cards are just coming out with ease. Same with Cancer. Cancer was like, bang, we just got them all like so fast. And so yours are coming out super fast too today. Maybe you guys are in a hurry to hear the message. I don't know. All right. So, first cards out, Pisces, we're getting the Four of Wands, and to clarify that, we're getting the Ten of Discs. So, wow, like happiness. Like I'm just noticing all the yellow here. For me, yellow is happiness. Like foundation for family, for wealth, for whatever abundance you want to bring in. I feel like that's what this is in regards to. Like maybe this is coming in, maybe this is sweet energy right there. That's like everybody wants a good foundation for, you know, those tangible things in their life, right? And even this, like, check this out. We get the Star card, and to clarify that, we're getting fruition. Like, this is just crazy. Like, some sort of wish. So maybe you had a wish in terms of whatever wealth or abundance is for you. Maybe it was a wish regarding your family. Maybe it was a wish in regards to love or something that you were wanting to bring in. I feel like it's coming to fruition, right? It's coming to be. Like I just see all the fruit on her head. Like things are just, maybe you're getting like some sort of brilliant idea that's going to like be the foundation piece for all of this, because it's all on her head, right? Or maybe it's some sort of knowledge, maybe it's some sort of wish, I feel like, that's coming true. The next cards out we're getting is the Seven of Wands. And to clarify that, we're getting the King of Cups, or they call it the Shaman of Cups in this deck. So I feel like just being yourself, standing up for what you believe in, being vulnerable. Like, I don't know if you've ever heard Brene, is her name Brene Brown, I think, speak. Like, she's a really good speaker on how to be vulnerable in your life and how, you know, putting yourself out there, maybe putting what, maybe this has to do with the idea, right? Or the wish, you know, putting forward that, you know, vulnerable self, right? Like showing the world who you are, showing maybe it's family members, right, who you are. Maybe it's just being yourself, finally able to be yourself, be happy in your own skin and proud of who you are. And, you know, that is somehow maybe attracting in some sort of wish or some sort of foundation, or maybe that is the foundation, is to, once you have that, you know, that knowing of what makes you happy, what brings you joy, what fulfills you in, you know, within yourself. Maybe that is, you know, determines who you are. And we're all unique, we're all different, we all have different viewpoints, different beliefs, and you know, this sort of underlying core of who you are is maybe coming to the surface. Like maybe it's now bubbling to the surface, it's coming out who you like. I'm just seeing like this person, right? They're cooking something. Something was cooking this whole time, and like now the fruit, right, is starting to boil to coming up from the surface, the bubbles, right? And you know, this is who you are, this strong person. And I think this is actually the foundation that you need for anything you do, right? Because, and this is just, I guess, my personal belief, is once you know who you are, what you stand for, you know, what you know fulfills you, you know what you like, what you don't like. And I mean, I'm talking about the stuff that's not been affected by other people around you, society, communities that influence us a lot as we are growing up. I'm talking about the untainted, pure you, you know, within, that wasn't determined by, you know, the family you grew up with, or wasn't determined by the community or the society, societal expectations, right, of where you live. And it was something developed within you, determined by you, you know, like, I don't know, I think that is one strong foundation. That is something that cannot be rocked. Because, I mean, if you stand for something that you just sort of adopted, say, for instance, along the way, like as an example, what could I give as an example? Like, oh, you know, everybody in society thinks you got to own a big house, you know, and a fancy car and have a big family and all this, right? This, like, I'm just generalizing here, but I mean, that's not everybody's wish, right? That's kind of what society portrays. And so maybe, or at least the society I'm from, so maybe, you know, maybe that's not true. Maybe you don't believe in that. Maybe you want to live in a tiny home, you know, at the beach and with your dog, and you don't even want kids. Like, you don't know. You don't know what you want until you start delving into yourself, right? If you haven't already. And so I think to just be careful, you know, and determining those things and realizing whether they were determined by you solely or whether they were influenced by others, to really get to the foundation, the meat and the potatoes, you know, these a lot of cooking, a lot of cooking analogies here, but like getting down to the foundation piece of what makes you you without all those external influences, that's a solid foundation. Because if you say you want the house, the kids, and all that, and really you don't, like, that could be knocked over in a matter of seconds. Like, this person cannot be knocked over by all these ones coming towards them. They are strong in their beliefs because they built them themselves. You know what I mean? Like, they weren't built by others. They were built solid because they were their own, you know, beliefs, their own. They weren't, you know, determined by society. They weren't, you know, so that's a solid foundation. That is not going to get rocked, right? Like, and maybe that's what you really need, this solid foundation piece, in order for your wish to come true. So to really put, you know, some work into that pot. if you're still working on the pot, you know, mixing it up, like figure out what's the ingredients that go in there, and making sure that it's not something somebody else said or friends or whoever, you know, because I feel like a lot of us are influenced by people in our life and communities we grow up in, right? So at the bottom of this deck, we're getting the Page of Swords. So I feel like maybe you're learning this. Maybe you're learning that this is, because with the bottom of this deck, the Hanged Man, like I feel like this is like you're learning that this is the changed perspective. This is like the new way to view it. If you built a life based on a foundation, meaning belief systems, things that you know about yourself that you thought were true but weren't actually true, that were determined by other things, then that's a faulty system. That system could be knocked down. But just to realize that, if this system is built on you and your beliefs and what shaped you as a person, I think nothing will be able to knock that foundation down. You'll be unstoppable. With the bottom of this deck, the Will card coming out, like I feel like this is going to be an unstoppable foundation. Like no one will be able to knock over this foundation. And so that's the message I'm getting for you today, Pisces. That was pretty wicked. I hope you liked it. Until next time, see you.